I'm back. And we're back with Ben 19. We're going to do our Hunt Kick League, Year 2, Week 12, against the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, how I start all these videos off is I'm going to run through their roster real quick, show what they have, and quickly prepare for it. Alright, they got Baker Mayfield. Solid all around. Not too slow. He's not too fast, but he's not too slow. He can get out of the pocket. James Conner, they still have him. I remember year one preseason, he had a game. And again, it's preseason, don't care. Golden Tate, Josh Gordon. That's right, in this game he didn't, get suspended again. I hope that he turns out to be alright, Jack Doyle, slow tight ends, alright. And fast offensive lineman that might be faster. They might have an offensive lineman faster than the number one tight end. Let's see. Nope, but almost as fast. And then slow Akeem Hicks. And slow Henry Anderson. But their number two defensive ends are quite fast. Maurice Hurst isn't slow. Danny Shelton is. Wow. Jerome Baker, that's a quick moving left outside linebacker, 89 speed. Damn. Jordan Hicks, let's see. Pretty good. Test perfect. Alright. Pretty good number 1 and 2 corners. I think I'll have an easier time hitting the number 3 receiver, so Jakeem Grant might have a good game. Depending on if you could pass Tony Jefferson and Justin Reed. For those of you that don't know my roster, because I haven't shown my roster in quite a few videos, J.J. Watt just got hurt last game. Jameis Winston, my quarterback. Buckshank. Ozum Traz. Buckshank. Yep. It's my number 2. But if I go for a formation like my pistol, where I run a lot of options, I'll stick this guy in if Winston's out and injured. Although I probably should sort of do that anyways. Derrick Henry, Matt Breida, Braxton Miller. These guys get the bulk of the work. Eckler goes in when Miller's hurt. In the receiving back role that Braxton. Murray goes in for the power back role when Henry gets hurt. And Breida is our only true Elisa back. I like to think if he gets hurt, Henry just goes in. But hopefully not all of them get hurt. That'd be kind of sad. Love my fullback. My fullback is Nick Bodden. He's not slow. He's not a bad blocker. He's a crappy pass blocker, but he's usually not in the game at passing situation. These are my wide receivers. Funches got hurt this year, so I've been using Richardson and actually Grant more than Richardson even. Let's see, my ex-wide receivers, now tight ends, Michael Floyd, Kevin White, and Noah Brown. Perkins is my blocking tight end, and I'll use him in sets that I will run in. As well as Huberman, the tight end that I moved to offensive line. I play him more at tight end than anything. But occasionally, like on the field goal team, he'll go out because he can still catch the ball and he's not that slow. My offensive line isn't that good. We got Ragnow, who's good, and Elflein or whatever. He's alright. Hoping I can turn this guy good. As well as this guy. My offensive line's young, so that helps. Move the outside linebacker down to Hightower to defensive end because I like using pass cover linebackers who used to be safeties to linebacker. Or at least fast linebackers that can pass cover. So Donta Hightower, Cameron Wake, Kendall Reyes, J.J. Watt's hurt, Durant Armstrong's in, and my D tackles are Jonathan Allen and Jaran Reed. At linebacker, we got Stuart Cravens, Jeff Heath, Darius Leonard, the only actual linebacker on my team that plays linebacker. Jonathan Cyprian. Figured. I don't like my safeties below 90 speed. For any defensive back, for that matter. Rudy Ford, I moved him down because, well, I didn't need him as a safety, and I wanted to keep him around. Quandre Diggs and Carlton Davis. And at corner, pretty deep here. You got Nickel, Roby Coleman, Bruce Callahan, and Xavier Howard. And Darryl Roberts ain't no slouch either. That's a pretty good dime corner, yeah. That's a 2 on some teams. Jamal Agnew. Hoping I don't have to use him, but he's on the roster. Jalen Watkins is hurt, and Troy Apke has been filled in just fine. Pierre Desir. He was a corner going into the season. I don't quite trust him at linebacker. Oh, do I trust him at linebacker? I don't know. I think he's too slow as a safety. And should the linebacker spot open up, I'm going to put him there. Roby Coleman has been working fine at 89 speed because he's got that 95 acceleration, 92 agility. He keeps up with the receivers. Santos got hurt last. Not getting hit. He kicked the ball and got hurt. Not sure what happened there, but oh well. Drew Kazer's my punter. And these are my draft picks. I didn't have a big draft year one. And when I had picks to trade, I traded them. Because I did not like what I saw in the draft. At least value per pick. And it's time to play the game. Yeah, my team's pretty good. 85 overall. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Love that they're showing JJ Watt and he's not even playing. Damn, I'm got pretty well on the side. I like some hockey.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Toronto Mounties. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Start the game in the 46. Armstrong comes in for JJ.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been
still first down.
Discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false
Cover
start
3. Let's
backs him
go.
up 5, 1st and 15.
This actually works out all right for me.
Green 39! Green 39!
Watch over the middle. Oh, they ran it.
Shifts by him at the 25. And he finds some space past the
Burkhead.
25 to the 27. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go!
See if I can use it. Jake.
2nd down, Mayfield.
Oh no, I whiffed on the hit there.
To the tight end. It goes
Whiffed
as
on
a
the
gain
tackle. I
of
just
8
ran right
yards
around
and
him.
change.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the
Yeah, James
41-yard
Conner
line.
is...
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the
That's
field.
thanks for them.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I'll run the 5-2 because I can.
Here we go now!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell.
Just got run over.
45 despite some powerful running. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more
They
than
did
a
enough
yard.
just to
I
slow
think
him
that's
down
what
so
they're
he
going
can
to
get
need
the
to do
first
here in
down.
the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell.
There we go.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Good 4th down, or 3rd down stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because
Now,
early
this
on
is
in this game, I'm seeing
sketchy
linebackers
territory
bring
here.
their noses
Sometimes those-
close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity
Yes.
later on when you can play action them or stick something
Get
to
away
them
with
between
one
the
there.
2nd and the 3rd level.
Alright.
Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And he'll find some space up to about the 20.
Oh, man. Winston got hit.
Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play.
Damn.
Let's hope he's okay. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
That's not good. Alright, time to bring Buckshank back in.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken
Man, Buckshank
down
might
by
say
the
it.
Bengal pressure. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Dislocated elbow.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list
He's
before
done
the
for
game
the
down on
game.
the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed
Richardson
to.
just burned him.
Have this across midfield and
I love it.
inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for
This
methodically
Buckshank's just
marching the
a
ball downfield.
pass-only guy.
When
He's
you
not
can
going
pick
to
it up
run the
in big
ball.
chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of
he will
plays
just
that can
play.
knock a defense off balance, that'll...
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Alright. Positive yards running for Buckshank.
And it's second down.
Who's
Yeah,
got
he only
what?
gets a few yards on
68
first and 10,
speed?
but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an
Man,
interception.
that's bad. Yes, really, Tron. Winston got hurt again.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now back to throw. And he whips that one
Nice
incomplete
catch,
there.
Michael Floyd.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Let's see. There we go.
The line to gain is the 33.
With the wind in my
on
back,
third
so
down.
I feel comfortable kicking in here when we're kicking.
They'll look to throw.
Field goal from here.
And
Alright.
it is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
And there we go.
Yeah, exactly right. Third down,
Kick
you
is
got to
good.
try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's get the same
These
power
kickers
as
now used to be
Santos,
the 50-plus
so
yarder was cause for celebration. Now
I didn't
seemingly
think he'd have any
automatic.
trouble
Yeah,
kicking
isn't
that
it
through
funny
the
when you
uprights.
prepare for a game, when you look
Or at
at
least
the
having the
backgrounds
power
of
to do
these
so.
kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the purse.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first
There we go.
down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quadre Diggs. Good
Brandon, if I'm an
slap.
offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing, Mayfield. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it.
It's funny, they said
And they'll
screen,
bring him
and
down here
I
right
was
around
ready
the
for screen.
17-yard line.
Funny how that works, huh?
There, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Now, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say,
All right,
you're
now,
not going to
look at
cross
56.
that.
Look
For
at
most of
56.
them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game.
There we go.
He's gonna go down. Back at his own 5-yard line.
Dude,
It's a
Cravens with a half sack there.
Cravens able to get him for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Gotta give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there.
Defensive backs are good. And we got 3 guys to the quarterback, Hightower and Cravens, and is that Diggs?
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
Let's see if we can get to the punter.
Goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And no.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40.
There you go, Jadon Mickens. What a return.
22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Damn, sometimes I sound like Joe Fox, you know?
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
This way.
I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room.
There you go, Derrick Henry. Gain an extra couple yards. Might be in bed.
It's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular fit. He is a huge human being, a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over
going
the
out to the sideline.
It's a 10-yard
we got to feed that in there. Fuck shit.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Slant.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
you're able to hit a receiver
in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam.
Hopefully I'll get enough for a first down or close to a first down with this running play here.
2nd and 4.
And no one picks up that guy. All right.
Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Ooh, that's rough. Don't care how big you are.
They're going to face a 3rd down.
Yeah. When you're blocking doesn't pick up someone like that,
right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught.
That'll be enough for a first down, though.
Touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at
Kevin
the
White.
1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, yeah. Jakeem Grant. There we go.
For the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
Oh, man. Look at that power Jakeem Grant has. If he did that on opposing teams, we'd be penalty.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away.
That's right. My kicker's out, so my punter's doing the kickoff. Great.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Inside blitz. Let's
Cincinnati
go.
now ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on a third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
All right, completed drive goal in the first play.
Pick up a first down
Love it.
and change our momentum.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Baker Mayfield's
Get
been
a
spot
left
on,
back
but
on that one. It leads to third down.
Sometimes the
Sometimes
most
it just
effective
takes too
routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area.
Oh, shit.
Let your quarterback hit you.
And Tate's got it.
and another defensive lineman got hurt. I mean, I only got one linebacker that's capable of playing DN, so this isn't good. Taking down my last guy.
Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw's going to be
Dan Mayfield finally throws
He was
an
looking
incomplete
for
pass.
Jack Doyle that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
User, he's on cover with Cravens.
Here's again to Crowell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the
Donald
incompletion.
there. Okay, he's there for a while.
3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be
All right,
and take
there we
it
go.
down.
Nice
Back
play,
around
Reed.
about the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now this offense about ready to take over again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing
let's
the
see what I
run
got
pass
here.
mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a lead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit
Good
with play action.
6-yard gain on first
And will
down. I'll
they
take it.
maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Get a little run play here. On the inside.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will
This
lose
offensive line
yardage and
isn't
be backed
picking up the
up to
blocks
24.
today on the run.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Damn.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to
Well,
read,
when you got
react,
free hole to
and
run
make a
through.
play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Lots of people have been getting hurt the last couple weeks. What's up with that?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Both teams, you know, whoever I'm playing with or against. Lots of
They
injuries.
go play action here on 1st down. This one
Funches.
to Devin Funches.
The middle.
And to
There
the
we go.
42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because
We're
just
punching
about
on
any
this
offense
tree.
that has an elite receiver,
Wait till you're going deep down with the A3 starting a streak.
Even if he has an elite defender on him, because he
Yeah,
usually knows
Funchess
where
is
the
open.
ball is before the defender does.
And missed the throw.
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag
Probably
down.
offensive holding.
Let's check in with our
Holding.
referee.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side
Still
of the
second
line.
down.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out.
There
Penalty
you go,
against
4
him.
verticals
An
because
incomplete
you
pass
can.
on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Didn't shock me if you go to Miller underneath though.
He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. It's a 9-yard
so
pickup
right
on the
about
play,
where we would have
and that'll
been
bring
if
up a 3rd
they
and
didn't
1.
accept
As a
penalty.
passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it,
Who will be
leaving him
open?
with his 3rd and
Funchess
1.
or Richardson?
They'll set up to throw.
Feel more comfortable with Richardson.
Complete. It's Richardson. And taking
Well,
it
on that
across
play.
midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They're going to look to throw.
Ooh,
And this one's
let him too much.
incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Funchess, first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep
2
this drive
minute
rolling.
warning.
It's another first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming
Go
up.
to Harriman, he's wide open.
This is caught, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is TJ Logan to return it.
Nice. You get him to trip over his blocker. Love that. They go man coverage because
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen?
Yeah, keep up
or
with that guy.
anticipated
He's
in practice,
not
and maybe that's
fast.
throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section
And you
try
are
and run some
fast.
offense that way?
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it
With
hasn't
a
been a
slow
real
guy
fun
draws
half
the
for
double.
them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
and
A
clock
nice
stop
gain
goes
of
out of
21
bounds.
yards.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Our first
Red
chance
zone
in the
defense.
red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Let's see a whole lot of
Here
this.
we go. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, they'll
We're
look to
jumping.
throw.
Defensive tackle into
Battle for it here, and
coverage.
this'll be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14
Nice,
yards
I'm
and
gonna go
another
5-2.
first.
Hopefully
We
the call
didn't need
play
to ask
quickly
around
here.
the
Okay,
league,
they
but we
will.
got to
Sweet.
confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mayfield with it once more. Fighting for
Fumble.
the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has
They
come
fumbled
up
at on the goal line.
and
Holy
in this
shit.
very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
yeah, it's probably going to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
No, they changed the spot, though.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go
After review
in
of the
half
play,
number one.
the ruling on
Oh,
the field is reversed.
they overturned it. Damn.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go now. 3 and 8.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll get it up the middle.
All right.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Mayfield looks
And
to throw.
slow tight end wide open in the end zone.
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jack Doyle, his second touchdown.
That's
on
a
the
catch
season.
unless you lift it like
The
before
Bengals
you
are
can
able to
bobble it.
draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Yeah, he cut it. I know.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll get
Yeah,
it up
should
to
have just
about
taken
the
out a knee. They only
26-yard
hit a
line,
yard
just
and
across
lost
the
a few
25.
seconds.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played.
Fox Rams, let's
Offensively,
see if we
they
can
got
turn
the
them.
lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake
And we're going to
there,
burn them.
that can change things in a big way. I say
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this
There we
well
go.
past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Back to throw now.
We're going to burn him
First
again.
down. He's going to fire one deep. And
Sweet.
it's caught. Touchdown. Paul
There we go.
Richardson. As the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for
I love it.
clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal
Bengals
line.
fans are feeling confident after they score a touchdown, and then they give up a touchdown
Here. He'll be
right
stopped
after.
just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Go nickel, go zone.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. 3 and 8.
They begin with a run by Crowell.
Audrey Diggs
Stopped cold behind
blows
the
him
line
up
of
in the
scrimmage.
backfield.
That's
Lost
going
of
to
2.
go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 3 and 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
3 and 19.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Never hang around long enough to watch these things. Titans beat the Raiders.
There, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers.
Chargers beat the,
and as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Tyrod Taylor, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This one fielded at the 5.
And that's getting brought back.
And with flags down, he's up near the 40, but it looks like this one might be coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him
automatic
back.
First down.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Underneath for Miller. And he works it across the 25.
There we go.
Being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll look to throw.
Holding offense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Yeah.
So that one a hold.
Offensive line needs to get better. Holy nice.
Offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw.
Yeah, it'll be
on the
1st
left
and
side, a catch by White.
not 20.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It'll be 2nd and not 20 this
Pick
time.
up there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon,
Just so they
perfect
get the first
defense in
down.
this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Nowhere to go.
Oh,
He
shit.
lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
I thought I released that in time.
Well, partner, they went empty set there.
Quarterback had no time to release that.
All
Damn.
receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Green 39. Green 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's
Mayfield's
3rd
trying to
down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
Damn.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hurry up, here we go. 39.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler
That's when you know
routes
exactly
in the
what your
play
opponent's doing, and you can't cover it.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to 5.
Out.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39.
Mayfield now on 2nd down.
Pick.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted.
Bryce Callahan.
Bryce Callahan. And now off to the
Oh, he could go all the way. He's going to go all the way.
30, 10.
Touchdown. Pick 6. 100 yards. Let's go. Oh, they only calling it 98.
Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not
Why is
just getting after the quarterback,
in there in the
but the ball's in the
point
air.
after attempt?
They treat it like they're the receivers,
Supposed to be the,
and they went after that one and took it
I
all
had
away.
actually specifically set to the number 3 quarterback.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football in this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much.
All right, Travis took an offensive lineman by himself. I love it.
You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon.
Gordon's just good. Holy
And he's
shit.
able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive.
I was on that too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job.
Three of those 4 incomplete passes are in the last like 5 throws.
Knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Yeah, they're calling.
And
There you go.
incomplete here on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
It ain't net. What was that? A 17-yard punt?
And here now the offense heading back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Tough first half for him.
Kind of put that third quarterback in the game.
Like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green 39!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one years away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Originally, I was going to fake it.
And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Alright,
well, they're
I
unable
can
to
deal
convert
with
that
that
into
short
much, but
pass.
it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Deal with that short
And
run.
he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now let's go!
On 3rd down, Crowell.
And Crowell picks up the
And he
first.
gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
3-19!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield down.
The chop block, holding.
And the pressure will get
I think
to
I'll take
him.
a sack
He
either
goes
way.
down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Yeah, I'm going to take a sack.
Kind of surprised they
Never mind, I took the penalty by accident.
The only
Oops.
thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
All right, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he's got a good gain of 7
that
up
would
to
have
the
been
37.
On a
first
second and
down.
long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Mayfield.
There we go.
Escape, and he goes down.
Ooh, Ravens.
In there to drop him
Ravens,
for
whatever.
his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
They picked on 4th down.
They take possession 2 yards away from midfield.
I'll take the stats.
The 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip
Had
just
no
further
trouble
and
getting
further
yards,
out
so.
of hand.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And
Yes, I run into my offensive line. I cannot block today.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we
third
saw right
quarterback
there.
and throw it to in
That's
there.
what their job is, and really a lot of the time you have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Ooh. All right, he can hit that. There we go.
Recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Open downfield, as it turned out, he couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
4 down. Alert.
Yes, we're passing the ball. Yeah.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the
Yeah,
ball
let's get
and
the
put some
touchdown.
mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Pretty sure
it takes a
Richards-
strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there,
Richardson's
and
gonna
they
be
were
open
able to
here.
successfully complete that one.
They'll look
That
to
might like
throw.
open.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of
I like
the
it.
season. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this
Yeah,
one.
love it
hasn't
when
it?
the backup quarterback comes in the game. And
Dominant. Coach White had a 4th phase. Ship that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
yeah, I'm gonna
This
accept
is going to
that.
put him back with a
Automatic
not
first
great
down.
field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They're probably gonna pass it, but I'm gonna play the run anyways.
Watch tight end. Now let's go.
Yeah, they're passing.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Humphries. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, now let's go. Blue 90.
Time for a break.
2 minutes
This
remaining in the
one
game.
over, but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
3-19.
Mayfield on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because
Yeah,
now these
there you
plays
go.
are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Mayfield again. And a big
There we
loss
go.
here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
It's cute that they think
The
they're still
Bengals
gonna
on third down.
have still have a
They've
chance to
converted
come back.
6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be third and forever.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And running with power here. That's complete. It's Gordon. The Bengals
All right.
going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be
They call the timeout.
4th down. Here's
called punt
Michael
play.
Pilardi now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this
Really?
is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt
That
team now. This one
seems
goes
like
all the way
an
into the
odd
end zone on
strategy.
the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the
I just want to
big
get my
lead here
backup
late. They
quarterback a
protected
300-yard
their home
game.
turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how
Really,
true
Zach
that
are off.
feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home.
Looks for a win, but
And
it's intercepted.
damn,
Picked off by Justin Reed. And that pick just
Yeah,
sets him up
tackle.
beautifully right down near the goal line.
that wasn't
I
smart
remember
though.
being in a
I thought I
defensive
had to
meeting
throw.
back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this "Be Who You Are" defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, beware of anything.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Audrey Diggs,
Now they got to
what
get
is
to the
that?
line quickly.
Love it.
I'm going to hit you all day.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing
He's
themselves
wide
to them as
open.
well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation.
Hurry up, here we go.
Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Darius Leonard with the
Picked
pick.
off inside the 5. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45.
Go big old Darius Leonard. There you go.
Able to convert on 4th down.
Again, I still want to get my quarterback to 300 yards passing.
But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire. It's caught inside the 25.
Okay.
He will get into the
Garbage
end zone.
time.
It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well,
there we
on their
go.
way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The punter Kaiser now out
Well,
to
thank
kick
you all
it
for
away.
coming over and watching me today.
This is
Appreciate the
fielded a
view.
couple yards deep.
Like, subscribe if you like what you watched. I mean, it was blowout, and hopefully you go Caddish for the last couple minutes, but hey, I'm trying to get my backup stats, you know?
One last shot for Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, thank you.
As time has run out on this football
And that'll be it
game.
until week 13.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,
There's
hey,
a
put those
slight
points up
chance
every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will
create
gratefully accept them,
make
won't
it
they? It
2
makes their job that
YouTube,
much easier when they're scoring that
which
many
would be
points. Allows
for
them to
our
play with a totally different style and a different
XHL
flow.
So for the home team here,
hockey
the perfect
battle.
season remains
You know, this
intact
is
as they move to
our
11.
draft is tonight. And Blue Juice 4G or Laker Draft 8 may be broadcasting that. But until next time, probably Monday or tomorrow or Tuesday, you'll see me for the Hunt Kick League. Alright, see ya. Peace.